Assalamu alaikum, good morning and July to entire globe. This is 5th Rehman T20 Cup Grand Finale coming your way through JKSportstime. It is electrifying buzz around the park and we can see the club flags are waving around the park. And out come the Sharjha Warriors, they're out in the middle, they're in a hurdle. And we're still waiting for the two openers to make their way out to the center. We get the two umpires, we get the umpiring sensation. Out in the middle is Advocate Hilal, joined by Merajuddin. If we look at the sky, it's split blue skies today. And it's bright sunshine out here at the center. I got my colleague next to me in the comm box, Mr. Sheikh Nazir in Hindi, and I got Dr. Mawani in English. And I shall hand over my microphone to my colleague in Hindi, Sheikh Nazir, to carry on for the next few minutes.
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। स्वागत सभी व्यूअर्स का जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से और एक आकर्षक, रोमांचक और कांटे की टक्कर का मुकाबला जो कि 5th रहमान T20 कप अंडरगाम का फाइनल मुकाबला जो कि इस समय बीच मैदान में कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध होने जा रहा है। हालांकि टॉस जीतकर पहले बल्लेबाजी करने का निर्णय लिया है। प्रारंभिक जोड़ी इस समय बीच मैदान में पहुंच चुकी है और देखना है किस प्रकार से उत्साहवर्धक है। इस समय अगर चारों ओर देखें, इस वातावरण की बात करें तो एक उत्साहिक वातावरण और हर्षोल्लास चारों ओर देखने को मिल रहा है। और ऐसे में आज अंतिम पड़ाव और एक संघर्षपूर्ण वातावरण के बीच मुकाबला शुरू होने जा रहा है। कुछ क्षणों में प्रारंभिक जोड़ी जैसा कि हम आपको बता चुके हैं बीच मैदान में पहुंच चुके हैं और किस प्रकार की योजना होगी, किस प्रकार से इस मुकाबले की शुरुआत होगी, ये देखने वाली बात है। एक आकर्षक, रोमांचक और शुरुआती क्षण काफी महत्वपूर्ण रहेंगे इस प्रतियोगिता के लिए। मुनव्वर,
You're absolutely right. You nailed it to perfection at the start of the innings, and you nailed it to perfection, my dear colleague in the comm box, and you're absolutely right. Winning the toss, and Adil Kachru made his intentions clear that he's going to go after the bowlers. They will play the attacking cricket and they are going to show the positive intent from ball one. But Nazir, you know the fact that this is the game of glorious uncertainties and things can be harsh on a given day for your side. But let's wait and watch, hold back and watch the game, how it unfolds in front of our eyes, and we shall exhibit and explain it to beloved viewers on JK Sports Time early this afternoon here at the center of ACG Andergam. All set, podium is all set. A great game of cricket, high octane coming up beloved viewers' way, and I believe that this match will go down to the wire, and I believe that we're in for a nail-biter of a game.
हाँ बिल्कुल, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत। कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की टीम टॉस जीतकर पहले बल्लेबाजी करने का निर्णय लिया और दोनों टीमों की अगर तुलना करें, एक से बढ़कर एक दिग्गज बल्लेबाजी ऑलराउंडर्स खेल रहे हैं। गेंदबाजी की बात करें तो निश्चित तौर पे एक बहुत बड़ा मुकाबला और क्रिकेट की भाषा में कहें तो क्रिकेट का महायुद्ध, क्रिकेट का महासंग्राम और ऐसा बीच मैदान में देखने को मिलेगा। हमारे साथ डॉक्टर उमर वानी भी जुड़ चुके हैं। बहुत बहुत स्वागत है जेके स्पोर्ट टाइम के मंच में।
Thank you so much, Brother Sheikh Nazir, and also we have a stalwart of English commentary, Mr. Munawar Tanveer. I thank you for inviting me on my mother podium, JK Sports Time. We will be taking you through the live action for today's game. It is a big match, big podium that is set for today's contest. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, Sharjha Warriors, and two sides that are striking, swinging in balance there. And you can see in your far down there, Asif Rasool is out there with his counterpart Irfan Fayaz, who will be taking the non-striking end and bowling responsibilities to this young lad Aqib Manzoor. Andergam Cricket Ground, an event that is known for its kind, the 5th Rehman T20 Cup being organized in this village of Andergam, that is about 4 to 5 kilometers on your right side from Hyderabad when you are driving towards Baramulla, and when you're driving away from Baramulla it will be on your left. And all the spectators are requested, they are invited to this vital event, the finale. 62 teams back home, two champions battling it out for one big trophy. Munawar.
Well, thank you, Doctor, for your love and sport. It's going to be electrifying. Crowd around the park, buzz around the park. What a game! And we won't get better than this. It is Kashmir Strikers Sozeith locking horns with Sharjha Warriors. And I told you we won't get better than this. Nazir out in the middle. Asif Rasul, the prolific prospect from South Kashmir, joined by his colleague out in the middle is Irfan Fayaz. And we'll have to wait and watch who's going to bowl the very first over of the grand finale. And it's bright sunshine out here. If we look at the centre, it is picturesque scenes, beautified centre, and it is something special coming up beloved viewers' way through JK Sports Time. And I would definitely love to request each and every viewer from across the globe, join us for all the fun, the excitement, and the drama which will be brought to you live and exclusively through JK Sports Time. It's going to be ever number one. I think it's Naveed for Sharjha Warriors to open the attack. It is Aqib Manzoor. As per my colleague is concerned, he throw it out. It's going to be Aqib Manzoor to start the proceedings with the ball. And on strike will be the South Kashmir lad, Asif Rasul, the brother of Star of the Valley, the prolific prospect, and the one and only international cricketer we have had in the Valley. And there is a slip in place. Third man backward, a point, straightish point, short extra cover mid off on the onside. Short mid on, short mid wicket, and backward Skellig in place. Advocate Hilal is the standing umpire, joined by his colleague out in the middle, Merajuddin. Ball one coming up. Here goes Aqib Manzoor for the first time. Crosses umpire and bow straight away driven, but straight of Hilal mid off and a run. It's none for none in over number one. Nazir, the very first ball. Asif Rasul opening the bat face and trying to drive that one, but couldn't find the gap. Goes straight to mid off and a run.
जी बिल्कुल इस समय प्रारंभिक छोड़ी आसिफ रसूल और इरफान फयाज के रूप में, और आकिब मंजूर गेंदबाजी के मोर्चे पे दूसरी गेंद राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट आसिफ रसूल के लिए। ये गेंद बहुत अच्छी गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर अंतिम समय में, हालांकि खेला जरूर सीधे वहां पर क्षेत्र रक्षण के पास, और शुरुआती क्षणों में आपको इस प्रकार के बल्लेबाजी की आवश्यकता है। एक बड़ा मुकाबला है, दोनों ओर से समय प्रभाव की स्थिति हो गई, और ऐसे में शुरुआती ओवर्स में यदि दोनों बल्लेबाज थोड़ा सा समय विकेट पे बताएं और उसके बाद स्ट्रोक दें, खराब गेंदों को सही नसीहत, अच्छी गेंदों का सम्मान और एक मजबूत निःशुल्क साझेदारी की आवश्यकता होगी। शुरुआती क्षण में आपके पास किस प्रकार की आप साझेदारी देते हैं, ये देखने वाली बात होगी। पहला ओवर आके मंजूर एक सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ गेंदबाजी करने देखना है इसमें सक्षम हो पाते हैं तो नहीं। अच्छी गेंद इस बार, बढ़िया गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर पूरी तरह से वहां पर मजबूर किया बल्लेबाज आसिफ रसूल को। तो शुरुआती क्षणों में जिस प्रकार की गेंदबाजी की अगर हम बात करें, एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, निर्णायक कांटे की टक्कर का ये फाइनल मुकाबला, अंतिम भिड़ंते समय बीच मैदान में। हालांकि आसिफ रसूल इस समय बीच मैदान पे बने हुए हैं, जो इस समय सामना करने के लिए तैयार है। आके मंजूर का दो गेंदें अभी तक फेंकी जा चुकी है, और जिस प्रकार का आक्रमण है और इससे प्रतीत हो रहा है उनके इरादे स्पष्ट हैं कि किस प्रकार का यह मुकाबला होने जा रहा है। मनोवर,
well, with that scramble seam movement in the air, and you can again see that in the air, chance, and there goes wicket number one. Can you believe? He looks back in disbelief, but he will have to walk back. Is the first blood run in the very first over. The ball flying straight down to the backward point. He does well on that occasion. Hold us on to that run. Nicely gobbled, and there goes wicket number one. It's Asif Rasul without scoring any run, without bothering the scorers. He's walking back down and out on in the very first over. No one can believe, but Asif Rasul is walking back slowly and steadily to the dugout, and it's going to be a big blunder. And that wasn't a bad shot at all, but the ball blowing up in the air, he was unable to keep that down. And I can see that Dr. Umar is again showing that moment of that scramble seam again ball moving outwards. And we normally see that usually I can say that the subcontinental players or the Asian players, they have a problem with that outswing. Even Kohli struggles quite a lot with that delivery, and there was the same case was with this man out in the middle, Asif Rasul. He was unable to pounce onto that one, otherwise it was moving outwards, but he was unable to slap that one over back to the point, ended up straight down to the throat of point. And Raja Rashid does well on that occasion. The first blood is done in over number one. It is none for one in over number one. Next ball coming up, and we'll have to wait and watch. Adil Kachru walks into the middle, another Star of the Valley wicket-keeper batsman walks into the middle, the captain of the side. Now he needs to play that anchoring role for his team, because they are in a spot of bother in the very first after losing Asif Rasul. The big fish caught in the net. Umar.
Well, the big man has just walked out, and out walks another great of the modern day cricket in the Valley, Adil Kashru, and he will have a statement to make. One down already. First three balls they were defended out, and it was clear from the intentions of the bowler. If Aqib Manzoor, he was looking to swing it out, that's what he did. Asif Rasool tried to go aerial, not finding the meat of the bat, and ball looping out from thick outside edge. There goes the ball, and wayward offline there, wide down the leg side. Umpire Hilal Dar Advocate has no problems in swinging his arms out and signalling it a wide of the mark, Kashmir Strikers. But it was early blood that was drawn by this young bowler, Aqib Manzoor. He was looking for an outswinger. He got one on target, and edge looping out to a fielder at backward point, who pouched one for one. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, lot of responsibilities on the skipper. He will have to roll up his sleeve and make sure that his statements at the toss that 170 is what they are looking for can be a truth. And another beautiful delivery. That's perfect line. He's looking for that fourth stump, pitching it in line, and the swing is taking it away. Thick outside edge, played it with soft hands, and no damage done. Absolutely beautiful first over after being thrown the challenge of bowling first. Remember, this side, Sharjha Warriors, they have a reputation of bowling quite well on this field. This was the side that sent Dudu Warriors packing in the semi-finals, restricting them to a paltry 80 runs. And ever since, this side has been booming in confidence, and that's what they are doing, putting in a statement here with the new ball. Here goes the bowler. Full delivery, that's been beautifully played away. A lot of time there, onto the pads and into the square leg fence for probably the first boundary. No, there's been some obstruction. The ball has been cut off, and that is a safe couple. 2 on the board, 3 on the board rather, with 1 extra. Marks the end of over number 1. 3 for 1. Successful over for Sharjha Warriors. Aqib Manzoor, first blood drawn.
पहले ओवर की समाप्ति 3 रन इस समय कुल चौक 1 विकेट के नुकसान पर। शुरुआती ओवर में एक सफलता वहां पर जरूर मिली आकिब मंजूर को, और आसिफ रसूल को उन्होंने कैच करवाया था शुरुआती ओवर में। ये हालांकि वे खाता खोले बिना ही पवेलियन लौटे थे। निराशाजनक प्रदर्शन, और कहीं ना कहीं डॉक्टर साहब जिस प्रकार से पहले ओवर की अगर हम बात करें शुरुआती क्षणों में, आक्रमण बहुत बेहतरीन, और कहीं ना कहीं प्रशंसा करने होगी गेंदबाज की, जो आपने फील्ड अनुशासित गेंदबाजी की, जिसके चलते खमियाजा भुगतना पड़ा वहां पर बल्लेबाजी की टीम को।
Well, definitely it was clear that Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they were trying to put this beautiful bowling lineup under pressure early on, but that somehow backfired a bit for them. Adil Zuhur has been brought on, and he is a very handy all-rounder. Mind you, this guy took under 23 by storm last year. He scored runs at the pace of knots, and that's why this guy is a handy all-rounder. He knows how to bowl, he knows how to swing it, and when it comes to batting, he knows how to do it as well. In comes Adil Zuhur with his short run-up that's been nudged away towards short cover. No chance for any run. 3 runs, 1 wicket down. A lot of responsibilities on this couple now. Irfan Fayaz on non-striker's end, and it is one and only Adil Kashru, the southpaw from South Kashmir, who is a very dangerous batsman. That's it! This is beautiful from the Sharjha Warriors. They are in this game. They are here for a statement, and they are making it happen. Another one buys the dust. Number 11 at his back. Irfan Fayaz is walking off, and it is Adil Zuhur that strikes, hunting in pairs right now. Aqib Manzoor, and now it is one and only Adil Zuhur with that gentle outswinger, taking the outside edge into the hands of the slip fielder. Another one walks back. More responsibility on number 10. Adil Kashru will be uneasy at that crease now. He's someone that is known for his stroke making, but right now a mountain has just been built on his shoulders, and he has to climb with that mountain on a peak and make sure his side gets to a respectable total. I was with him at the toss. He made a statement that we are looking for something around 170, 180. But mind you, Sharjha Warriors, they are a side with a reputation of having a stalwart bowling lineup, and that's what they are contesting. They are contesting the talents out there. 3 runs on the board. 2 batsmen back into the hut. Both the openers have been sent packing, and now the ball is in the court of Sharjha Warriors. Let us see if they are going to punch down Kashmir Strikers Sozeith from here. Mind you, I'll keep on repeating, this is the same side that sent Dudu Warriors packing on a paltry 80 runs on a wicket as good as this. I was expecting this pitch to bounce a little bit because heavy roller was being used on this wicket early on, and in last evening as well it was being watered and then rolled on with a heavy roller. Yes, the new ball is going to extract a lot of bounce, but once you see that new ball off, then it becomes bread and butter for the batsman. But Sharjha Warriors, these opening pair, this pack of hunters, is making sure that they've put a lot of pressure on the batting lineup of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Looks like Wasim Bablu has walked out for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. 3 on the board, 2 wickets down. Adil Zohor with a short run up, gentle outswing bowler, 1 slip in place. There is a deep backward point, short cover, extra cover, mid off, mid on, short mid wicket. It is Bablu, Wasim Bablu, that has walked out. Adil Zohor with a gentle outswing is bowled. This is beautiful, no clue whatsoever, no footwork. He was caught in the crease, his feet were going nowhere. 3 for 3, it looks like it's a football match score out there. Goodness me, Munawar. What a horrid start, 3 down for 3 runs.
It's a kind of a nightmare in just the beginning of a great game. It is a finale. I told earlier on that, I thought out earlier on, if you remember, Doctor, that this is the game of glorious uncertainties. And if you hit the right areas, you can reap the harvest the way they are reaping the harvest at the moment. This is something superb, unstoppable action and wonderful bowling those rippers and bringing the ball back into the batsman, ripping through, and that another one, a ripper of a delivery, bamboozled and castled on that occasion, clean bowled, and he had no answer to that run. He was unable to understand what to do with that run, completely bamboozled. He's walking back of the field. It's 3 down at the score of 3. Can you believe this? Interesting figures, 3 for 3 in over number 2.
कमाल की गेंदबाजी और लाजवाब प्रदर्शन, और यही क्रिकेट महान अनिश्चितताओं का खेल है। महान अनिश्चितताएं बीच मैदान में घटती हुई पहले ओवर की 3री गेंद पर आसिफ रसूल को वहां पर किया था चलता। अगर बात करें शारजा वॉरियर्स के गेंदबाजों की, 8वें विकेट जो है वो शुरुआती के क्षणों में आकिब मंजूर को मिली थी, लेकिन इस ओवर में 2 सफलताएं मिलती हुई आदिल जोहर को। क्या कमाल की गेंदबाजी, और निश्चित तौर पर कहना चाहिए कि सोच विचार पे मजबूर कर दिया है कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ की टीम को, जिस प्रकार से शुरुआती ओवर में मात्र दूसरे ओवर में स्कोर बोर्ड पे 3 रन और 3 महत्वपूर्ण दिग्गज बल्लेबाज पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। कमाल का प्रदर्शन, एक संघर्षपूर्ण स्थिति, और निश्चित तौर पर यह तय है कि मुकाबला संघर्षपूर्ण स्थिति में जाने वाला है। डॉक्टर साहब,
well, definitely Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they have been pushed against the wall, and courtesy Adil Zohor, 2 and 2 for him. This guy is on a hat-trick, and Saqib Nazir will be facing the music from the village end. They are making sure they have all the fielders up close and tight. It's a chance of a lifetime hat-trick opportunity for Adil Zohor, this handy all-rounder. He took under 23 by storm, and now he is taking this ACG by storm. As Munawar already mentioned, game of huge uncertainties, and that's what is happening. Hat-trick coming up. Adil Zohor, 19 at his back. Looks like filled up close and tight. 3 down for 3 runs. Kashmir Strikers facing the music, and helpless Southpaw, 4 from South, watching it from the other end happen. The skipper. It'll be interesting to see all fielders up close. It looks like it's a test match going on. Here comes Adil Zohor. Beautifully negotiated towards Cow, and that's a fumble there. Could be allowed. There's a mockery of a situation. Goodness me, what are you doing? You are already 3 down, and look at this miscommunication. It looks like there's a big mix-up. Goodness me, you are 3 down. You are not even double figures there, and already 3 men back into the hut. This is mockery of a situation. That's what pressure can do to you. Batsman trying to run away from strike. He does not want to face anymore. Saqib Nazir, he was facing the switch in music there. That could have been mockery for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. This is what pressure can generally do to you, and Adil Zohor to the legend of the South. Beautifully played. Adil Kachru is a different man. It looks like there's no role of pressure on him.
तीसरा ओवर इस समय प्रगति पर है। हालांकि 3 रन आदिल काचरो सामने अच्छी गेंद संपर आती हुई, हालांकि निखाला वहां पर रन लेना चाहते थे, लेकिन जैसे ही देखा गेंद सीधे विकेट कीपर के हाथ में, सुरक्षित अपने कदम क्रीज में, रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं। स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 4 रन 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर 2 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद आदिल जोहर को 2 सफलताएं और एक आके मंजूर के खाते में, और बीच मैदान में 2 बल्लेबाज समाप्ति आदिल काचरू और उनके साथ जो दूसरे बल्लेबाज हैं साकिब नजीर, 2 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए। एक संघर्षपूर्ण और काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा इस जोड़ी पे इन परिस्थितियों में, जबकि संकट में डूबी हुई पूरी टीम और एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता है। और क्या उसमें सक्षम हो पाते हैं दोनों बल्लेबाज अथवा नहीं? एक संयम, आत्मविश्वास पर पारी खेलनी होगी, एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता है। और ऐसे में इन परिस्थितियों में आप एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य तक पहुंच सकते हैं। लेकिन क्या कमाल की गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन, वातावरण क्रिकेट के अनुकूल, अच्छी खासी दर्शकों की संख्या इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते। बहुत धन्यवाद, हमारे व्यूवर्स लगातार हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। मीर जावेद बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और उनके साथ फैजू भी इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हुए जीएम राथर के साथ। जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से हमीद मीर भी बने हुए हैं स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सीधा प्रसारण अंडरगाम के इस खूबसूरत मैदान से आप तक का पहुंचते हुए। और 5th रहमान T20 कप अंडरगाम फाइनल मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की टीम टॉस जीतकर पहले बल्लेबाजी करती हुई शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध। हालांकि शुरुआती क्षणों में एक गंभीर स्थिति, संघर्षपूर्ण स्थिति, 3 विकेट मात्र 4 रन पे, और पारी का 30 ओवर लेकर एक बार फिर तैयार रहोगे आकिब मंजूर। पहले ओवर में बहुत ही कमाल की गेंदबाजी, लेकिन इन परिस्थितियों में आज क्रिकेट की खूबसूरती समय बीच मैदान में दर्ज हुई। क्या कमाल की गेंदबाजी शुरुआती क्षणों में, और क्रिकेट के प्रति उत्साह और जुनून रखने वाले सभी दर्शक इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हैं। नए ओवर की शुरुआत और आगे का विवरण देने के लिए हमारे साथी कमेंटेटर डॉक्टर आदिल।
Well, Akib Manzoor, yeah, it's a beautiful drive, a misfield there, and now they'll have to bat a lot sensibly from here. 4 runs on the board, 3 wickets down, and when you have your walls, when you have your back against the walls, it depends upon the capability. You have to deal with the crisis, and there will be a lot to show for this young skipper Adil Kachru, who's on the non-strikers, and currently here comes the ball. A beautiful outswing that's been driven towards the man at cover, who makes a shy at the stumps, but no trouble at all. 4 runs, 3 wickets down, and this must have been the start Sharjha Warriors must have been looking for after being thrown the challenge of bowling in a finale, and how they done justice with it, that will be only the time can tell. Saqib Nazir on strike, he'll be facing Akib Manzoor from the village, and in comes Akib, looking for that outswing and pitching outside leg, clipping his thigh pad on the way towards short square for a single. Well, Saqib Nazir, he will have a lot to prove in this game. He is a young talented cricketer, and if you have to prove your mettle, these are the situations, the pressure cooker situations that mold you into a diamond, and only the time can tell if the pressure is enough for this man to punch back while he's against the wall and showcase his talent in this finale. Here comes the ball on top of his run. Slower delivery back of the hand, picked well by Adil towards mid-on, and no chance for any run to be scored. There's a lot of talking going on, and a lot of chirping around the ear of the batsman, and that is what the umpire has taken cognizance of. He's asking the fielders to lighten up a little bit, let the game be played in full spirit. As my fellow commentator Nazir Bhai already mentioned, that this is what you do when you get thrown a challenge of that's been beautifully punched and equally well fielded. Again miscommunication. That is what pressure can do to you. You're looking for early runs, but at the same time you have to keep in mind you have 3 stalwarts back in your dugout, and you have to be wary of that. Adil Kachru is a very precious wicket, and so is this young Turk Saqib Nazir, who has just rolled up his sleeve and who has walked out to bat. 5 runs on the board, 3 wickets down, and I can only say on top right now Sharjha Warriors after losing the toss. Akib from far end bowls at the batsman, good bounce, extra bounce, hitting on the thigh, and well, Munawar, good situation for the Nazir, good situation for the bowling side after being thrown the ball in a finale.
हाँ बिल्कुल, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूँ। हालांकि इस समय कुल मिलाकर 5 रन बने हैं और 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर, हालांकि वहां पे 3 ओवर संभवतः पूरे होने को हैं। और इस समय लगातार हमारे व्यूवर्स हमारे साथ बने हुए, बहुत बहुत स्वागत सभी व्यूवर्स का। बट सजू सोहेल के साथ जीएम राथर और मुजम्मिल भी इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हुए, राशिद अहमद के साथ मीर जावेद, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी व्यूवर्स का। यावर अब्बास भी हमारे साथ बने हुए हैं, इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हैं। मुजम्मिल रशीद के साथ आबिद हुसैनी भी, आसिफ भट्ट और शीन सामिर भी इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हैं। सोहेल के साथ बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सभी व्यूअर्स का। जुड़ जाइए जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के साथ और मजा लीजिए संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबले का, जो कि इस समय बीच मैदान में 5th रहमान T20 अंडरगाम फाइनल मुकाबला कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध चलता हुआ। एक आकर्षक विश्वसनीय प्रदर्शन शुरुआती ओवर की अगर बात करें, हालांकि पावर प्ले इस समय बीच मैदान में चल रहे हैं और ऐसे में इन परिस्थितियों में अब तक का गेंदबाजी हावी देखने को मिली है। बल्लेबाजी पे 3 विकेट अब तक का मिल चुके हैं। 3 ओवर में 5 रन पे साकिब नजीर 1 पिना बाद 4 गेंदों से और आदिल काचरू 2 पिना बाद 7 गेंदों से। आदिल ज़हूर पहली गेंद हवाई रास्ता उस और खिलाड़ी, लेकिन गेंद जाएगी संभवतः सीमा रेखा से बाहर। अंपायर महराजुद्दीन का इशारा 4 रनों का, तो पहला चौका संभवतः इस पारी का चौके के साथ ही कुल योग जा पहुंचा 9 रन 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर 3.1 के बाद। जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सीधा प्रसारण अंडरगाम के इस खूबसूरत स्टेडियम से अब तक पहुंचता हुआ चारों ओर जहां नजर दोहराई जाए, दर्शकों से खचाखच यह मैदान भरा हुआ और एक आकर्षक क्रिकेट का महासंग्राम बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। आदिल ज़हूर छोटे बॉलिंग रनअप के साथ तैयार अपने गेंदबाजी के मोर्चे पे और उनके सामने होंगे साकिब नजीर। अच्छा खासा अनुभव, युवा प्रतिभाशाली क्रिकेटर, लेकिन इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से खेलेंगे ये देखने वाली बात होगी। अगली गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर आती हुई इसको निकाला उस और खिलाड़ी, उन्होंने गेंद को फील्ड किया। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं, स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 9 रन 3 विकेट के नुकसान पर 3.2 के बाद। आदिल ज़हूर है, क्षमा कीजिएगा, इस समय गेंदबाज 19 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए। अच्छी गेंद संपर्क उसको घुमाया उस और है खिलाड़ी। जब तक वे फील्ड करते और निश्चित तौर पे दोनों बल्लेबाजों ने 1 रन पूरा किया और जिस प्रकार से यहां से आवश्यकता भी है, इस प्रकार से स्कोरबोर्ड को गतिशील रखना होगा। यदि आपके पास बड़े स्ट्रोक्स नहीं आ रहे हैं और शुरुआती क्षणों में आप संकट की स्थिति में फंसे हुए हैं, तो एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला और मनोवर कहीं ना कहीं गेंद और बल्ले के बीच इस समय संघर्ष चलता हुआ।
No doubt about that. This is the great game of cricket underway. The 10 for the loss of 3, and Adil Zzahur is operating. There is a slip in place. Gully back with a point. Cover point, short extra cover, long off in place. Long on in place, short mid wicket and square leg in place. Way down the leg side. The ball kissing the pad on way to wicket keeper. And it is a dead ball signal by umpire Merajuddin. Score remains 10 for the loss of 3. And Sheikh Fazil, Shahid Shabir, Suhail, Moomin, Suhail and Batish Park and others. Thank you each one of you, every one of you, those who are sending in their invaluable comments. Your assisting feedback is always welcome. Thank you Shahid Shabir, Hurra Muzaffar and Shaukat and AK Boni next ball. Keeps it out towards the Celia cover for Noran Harun Khan the fielder. Another dot ball and the 2 batters are chewing balls like chewing gum. And that's because of that the pressure is mounting and climbing. They're unable to negate that pace of the deck. They're unable to knock the balls in the gaps. Next ball from Adil. Adil goes and bows to Adil Kachru and driven handsomely. Up drive comes into play, but straight to the fielder they're at. Long off just a single, and with that single he's off strike, bringing Saqib Nazir back on to strike. Young fella, he's possessing a lot of talent, but he has to prove his mettle today. He has to prove his worth because his team is in spot of bother. They are in dire straits. They are in shallow waters at the moment. They're 11 for 3. This is just the beginning of the great game. We are into the 4th. Last ball coming up. Oh, left is that one up. Chance of a catch there at long on. He does well on that occasion. But Saqib Nazir lost his cool. But the fielder at long on does well. Waited for the ball. And the ball arrived. And it is jersey number 8 holds on to the catch at long on area. An easy peasy catch for him. It is a gapper. It is a percher. It is a dolly. Juicy one. 4th one bites the dust. 11 for the loss of in over number 4. 3rd wicket falling into the kitty of Adil Zzahur in over number 4. He bowled out his 2nd over. In conclusion, I can say that 4 is done and dusted. 11 for the loss of 4. After winning the toss, electing to bat first, they are in deep trouble. Nazir.
इस समय अगर बात की जाए कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की, तो संकट की स्थिति बनी हुई। 4था विकेट साकिब नजीर के रूप में और आदिल ज़हूर को मिलने वाली 3री सफलता। कमाल की गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन अब तक का देखने को मिला है। निश्चित तौर पे इन कठिन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे, एक आवश्यकता है वहां पर बल्लेबाजी की। हालांकि संयम थोड़ा सा रखना है, विकेट के मजाज को परखना है। मात्र 4था ओवर प्रगति पर और आदिल काचरू बीच मैदान में बने हुए हैं। एक लाजवाब विश्वसनीय प्रदर्शन और दूसरे छोर से एक बल्लेबाज को उनका साथ देना होगा, क्योंकि आदिल काचरू एक ऐसे बल्लेबाज हैं जो कभी भी इन परिस्थितियों में किसी भी मैच का पासा पलट सकते हैं। तो निश्चित तौर पे दूसरे छोर से साथ देना होगा, सहयोग करना होगा, तब जाकर एक बड़े स्कोर तक का पहुंच सकते हैं। हालांकि क्रिकेट का खेल अभी भी कुछ कहना संभव नहीं होगा। आखिरी गेंद तक क्रिकेट महानचंतों का खेल है। तो इन परिस्थितियों में बीच मैदान में पहुंच रहे हैं, देखना होगा किसे भेजा जाता है। आदिल काचरू इस समय नाबाद हैं। हमारे व्यूअर्स भी लगातार हमारे साथ बने हुए और स्वागत करना चाहेंगे सभी व्यूअर्स का अपना प्यार और विचार देने के लिए। हालांकि आदिल काचरू नाबाद 4 मान्यता प्राप्त बल्लेबाज पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। आसिफ रसूल, इरफान फयाज, उसके बाद साकिब नजीर, तो ये ऐसे बल्लेबाज हैं जो पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। हमारे व्यूअर्स भी लगातार हमारे साथ बने हुए, जीएम राथर, अहमद सुहेल भी इस मुकाबले का आनंद लेते हुए। 11 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर 4 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद आदिल काचरू और नए बल्लेबाज इस समय बीच मैदान में पहुंच चुके हैं। और 18 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए जहांगीर जॉन भी हमारे साथ बने हुए। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद अपना प्यार और विचार देने के लिए। जेके स्पोर्ट्स टाइम के माध्यम से सीधा प्रसारण अंडरगाम के इस खूबसूरत मैदान से। और फाइनल मुकाबला कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ और शारजा वॉरियर्स के विरुद्ध समय बीच मैदान में चलता हुआ। आपको याद होगा कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स टॉस जीतकर पहले बल्लेबाजी करते संकट की स्थिति 11 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। नए ओवर की शुरुआत, पहली गेंद अच्छी गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर आदिल काचरू संभवतः उस ओवर ने खेला और एक आस बनी हुई है, आशाएं बनी हुई जब तक आदिल काचरू बीच मैदान में। एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला और मुकाबले को अंतिम समय तक का ले जाने की क्षमता रखते हैं। हालांकि अभी भी उनके पास अच्छी खासी बल्लेबाजी है, लेकिन निश्चित तौर पे इन परिस्थितियों में एक सम्मानजनक और संयम आत्मविश्वास रखना होगा। विकेट के मजाज को थोड़ा सा परखना होगा, समय बिताना होगा और उसके बाद बड़े स्ट्रोक्स लगाने होंगे। इस ओवर में अगली बार 4 नंबर की जर्सी पहने राइट आर्म ओवर द विकेट उनकी गेंद आदिल काचरू के लिए अच्छी गेंद इस बार ऑफ स्टंप पर। अंतिम समय में गेंद को देखा बाला छोड़ा विकेट कीपर के लिए। रनों की गति में कोई वृद्धि नहीं, स्कोर अभी भी टिका हुआ 11 रन 4 विकेट के नुकसान पर। यह पारी का 5वां ओवर में प्रगति पर और कमाल की गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन दोनों छोर से, चाहे वो आकिब मंसूर हो चाहे आदिल जहूर हो, लाजवाब विश्वसनीय प्रदर्शन। और समय बीच मैदान में आके पर अच्छी रणनीति समय गेंदबाजों की कप्तान ने लगातार दोनों गेंदबाजों पे विश्वास जताया है और बहुत ही बेहतरीन अपने कप्तान के विश्वास पे खड़े उतरते हुए बीच मैदान में आदिल काचरू और उनके साथ उमर रशीद बीच मैदान में बने हुए। हालांकि नर्सा की छोड़ पे है, आदिल काचरू सामना करने के लिए तैयार। इस बार अच्छी गेंद फिर मिडिल स्टंप पे आती हुई अंतिम समय पे बैकफुट पर जाकर उसको निकाला। 1 रन पूरा कर रहे हैं, दूसरे रन के लिए जाना चाहेंगे और निश्चित तौर पे जब तक उसको फील्ड किया जाता 2 रन और खाते में जुड़ते हैं। 5वें ओवर में 13 4 विकेट के नुकसान पे आदिल काचरू और उमर रशीद की जोड़ी समय बीच मैदान में। और गेंदबाजी का दायित्व अगर बात करें तो आकिब मंजूर के पास।
Skipper on to 5 of 12 balls, and you can understand the man who loves to go distant on very first ball is under the serious hammer and punch, and it is the pressure situation out in the middle. The 13 for the loss of 4. We are in over number 5. We are halfway down into the 5th over, and we'll have to wait and watch as Akib Manzoor goes away from us again and goes to Adil Khan. Oh, look at that one, that nips back in, and it was about to going on to hit those bullseyes, but that wasn't the case. Ball kissing the blade and then rebounded off the pads down to the sillier mid-off for no run. To be precise, it was a silly mid-off area, and it's a 13 for the loss of 4. We are in over number 5 of the match. Ball number 5 coming up. Akib Manzoor, both the pacers are spitting fire and venom up front, and that is the reason Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they are 13 for the loss of 4. They're reeling under the serious hammer and pressure out in the middle. In the meantime, again, Akib goes and bowls to Adil Kaachru. Oh, played it back to the bowler. Regulation catch. Back up the hand delivery. Can you believe it? Adil Kaachru has to walk back. Skipper has to walk back. 5 down. He can't believe, but that was a beauty from Akib as it deceived him. Shortened at the length of the ball, pace of delivery. He was into a shot early and blowing up straight to the ball. A regulation catch and a water reflex catch by the bowler in the follow through. There goes wicket number 5. Umar, can you believe it's 13 for the loss of 5? Half of the team back to the pavilion. Only 13 on the board.
Well. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith punch down and punch down once again. It is Sharjha Warriors who are on top of the world right now. 13 for 5, half the side sent back packing. And it was Adil Kaachru, the man on whom a lot would have depended today, walking back to the pavilion. A slower delivery, pace of delivery, back of the hand, pitching on off, slightly going away with slower pace, looping up back to the bowler who does no mistake, as safe as a house. 13 for 5, and it will be one man in hat, jersey number 9 at his back, Fazim Lefty, who will be smiling under his lips after being thrown the challenge to bowl first. And guys, have they not taken that challenge head on? Far goes Akib Manzoor from us, spit firing right now onto the pads. Has been safely worked away onto the onside towards short square. One precious run added to the total, 14 for 5. And it is Dr. Sajjad, the aggressive campaigner, that has walked out. He's a handy all-rounder. But does this situation suit him? That is the question. All of these batsmen that are yet to come, they will have to bat out of the skin to put in a statement in the game today. 14 for 5. And this would have been dream start for Fazim Lefty. He would have been dreaming about this before going to the bat last night. And boy, have the plans not worked out. Adil Zahoor and Aqib Manzoor hunting in packs there. The one guy comes in, he bowls you a gentle in-swinger. The other one comes in, he bowls you a slower, bowls you an outswing. And summary of the situation, they have their backs against the walls, and I really tell you, these are finales, these are tricky matches. And that's what Sharjha Warriors are doing. That's a beautiful delivery. That was a difficult chance. The ball took the edge at last moment. Lucky there batsman Dr. Sajjad trying to go extravagant early on in his innings. Mind you, the team is under pressure. 15 on the board, 5 down. Shortish delivery, swinging away from the batsman and safely nudged back. No run added to the total. Adil Zahoor is a wily customer. He has all the tricks up his sleeve, and that's what he'll be trying to do. Dr. Sajjad, full length delivery outside off stump, trying to work it out towards third man, but not a wise decision, I suggest. There's a slip in place, short third man in place, back with a point, extra cover, and mid off in place. In comes Adil Zahoor, full length delivery towards Dr. Sajjad, who nudges it towards mid on, and until the fielder jogs in from long on. 1 run completed. There'll be a lot of pressure on these two lads. Dr. Sajjad is an experienced campaigner. He has that lethal outswinging deliveries, but right now he will have to bat out of his skin to see the team home at least at a respectable total, something around 130. It can be tricky on a pitch like this. Adil Zahoor, shortish delivery outside off stump, batsman going on just negotiating it towards short cover. This is good bowling by Adil Zahoor. They understand this situation, and that's what Fazim is doing. He's making sure he has his attacking man all ahead of, and that's what they are doing. Adil, full length delivery outside. Looping up in the air. That should have been a chance, and falling short of the fielder. Lucky boundary, I suggest. He must have had his heart in his mouth for a while there, and it would have been 6 down. Goodness me, a lucky boundary. And Fazim Lefty won't mind it. It was a delivery pitching on off, looping away from the batsman. He was looking to guide it towards extra cover, taking the thick outside half of the bat, looping in the air and just falling short of the fielder at point, who was taken by surprise, and ball trickling into that point boundary for a precious 4 runs. Dream start for Sharjha Warriors there, Nazir bhai.
बिल्कुल मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं, क्योंकि मात्र 6 ओवर की गेंदबाजी यानी कि पावर प्ले में 19 रन और 5 महत्वपूर्ण विकेट इस समय बीच मैदान में। अगर बात करें तो डॉक्टर सजाद और उनके साथ तो उमर रशीद, ये 2 मान्यता प्राप्त बल्लेबाज बीच मैदान में, और पहला परिवर्तन देखने को मिल रहा है सजाद अहमद द्वारा, जो कि 11 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए। और जब आपके मेन गेंदबाज इस प्रकार का प्रदर्शन करते हैं, क्या लाजवाब और विश्वसनीय गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन किया है, तो इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से यहां से बल्लेबाजी करेंगे। हालांकि दोनों बल्लेबाजों की अगर हम बात करें, डॉक्टर सजाद के पास क्षमता है बड़े स्ट्रोक्स खेलने की, संयम आत्मविश्वास के साथ बल्लेबाजी करते हैं। हाल फिलहाल के उनके रिकॉर्ड को देखें तो गजब के फॉर्म में है, लेकिन दूसरी ओर उमर रशीद पे भी काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा, और निश्चित तौर पर यहां पर एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता है। और इन परिस्थितियों में अगर साझेदारी पनपती है 40-50 रनों की, तो मैं समझता हूं 120-130 एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य जरूर रहेगा इस बड़े मुकाबले में। सज्जाद ने ओवर की शुरुआत पारी की पहली गेंद देकर के अच्छी गेंद इस बार समझ नहीं पाए, हालांकि अपेक्षा से ज्यादा उछलती हुई, और वही पास बॉलर की विकेट कीपर ने गेंद को फील्ड किया बगैर किसी रन के। 6.1 19 पे 5 आदि चीम पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। बड़ा मुकाबला, और संभवतः तौर पर डॉक्टर साहब किसी ने कल्पना भी नहीं की होगी कि इस प्रकार से कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स की टीम जो है इन परिस्थितियों में लड़का जाएगी शुरुआती क्षणों में उनकी पारी।
Well, definitely it's a dream start for Fazim Lefty and the man Sharjha Warriors. They are on top of the world right now. the bowler outside off stump. He's generating some extra bounce there. He's giving it a lot of shoulder. Close in single. Good running between the wickets by these two batsmen. 20 on the board. Half of the side already sent packing by Sharjha Warriors. Well, Sharjha Warriors have a reputation of bowling lethal early on. That's what they have done in the semi-finals, and that's what they are replicating right now. 20 on the board. 5 wickets down, beg your pardon. And these two batsmen, they will have a mountain to climb from here. Dr. Sajjad and Umar Rashid. Dr. Sajjad is a handy all-rounder. He has got those shots as well. He can use those big levers towards the end stage of the innings. But right now it's a different stage. It's a tussle between cat and mouse right now, and it will be very interesting to see. Sajjad on top of his run-up will be bowling it. Umar Rashid full delivery, and that's been played safely towards short cover. No chance for scoring a run, and no damage done as well. 20 on the board. 20 for 5. A dream start for Sharjha Warriors. Fazim Lefty must have been dreaming about this start while going to the bat last night. Heavy roller was being used on this wicket. It was a tailor-made situation for batting, but the ball has been doing extra early on today. This time drifting out of the paths, and batsman manages to get thick inner half of the bat towards short mid-on for a single. I told you that heavy roller was being used on this wicket last night, and the organisers were making sure that it will be a belter of a wicket, but this wicket is quite compact and it is generating a lot of bounce out here. Adil Zahoor and Aqib Manzoor were hunting in packs early on. Sajjad to Dr. Sajjad. Outside off stump, beautiful delivery. Pitching on the line, outside off stump, 4/5 stump line. And Dr. Sajjad trying to throw a kitchen sink at it. Missing it all, ends up into the hands of the wicketkeeper. I think this will be the last message that will be coming from the dressing room, to have a kitchen sink at it right now. It's a stage to build and take the team towards a total that will be respectable, and at least to throw a fight in this final. Backs against the wall. Let's see how hard Dr. Sajjad can punch back. Comes down the wicket, up in the air, over cover. Fielder is in pursuit, but to no avail. That was a shot played with a slanted bat. He was trying to go over mid-on, but the pace of the ball, making sure that he hits it a little earlier than that. Looping over extra cover. The fielder at deep extra cover. He was in pursuit for a while, but the outfield is lightning quick, taking it away from another boundary. Dr. Sajjad is an aggressive campaigner, and that is showing from his batting as well. He does not know how to back down, and he came shimmying down the track, hitting the bat on a slant and taking it over the extra cover fielder for a boundary. And Dr. Sajjad does not know how to hold back. I told you, he loves talking, he loves chirping, and right now he must make his bat do the talking. 25 on the board, 5 wickets down, and Adil Zahoor has been continued by the skipper. And it speaks about the mentality. If your seam bowler is doing wonders with the seam, why not let him do it once again? Najeeb bhai.
बिल्कुल मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूँ डॉक्टर साहब, जिस प्रकार से कप्तानी का शानदार तरीके से परिचय दिया है, और इन परिस्थिति में लगातार आपका गेंदबाज बहुत ही बेहतरीन गेंदबाजी कर रहे थे। ऐसे में कप्तान ने भी विश्वास जताया कि इस साझेदारी को ऐसे तैसे करके जमने ना दिया जाए, और शायद इसी कारण से एक बार फिर आदिल ज़ोहर को वापस बुला लिया गया है। 19 नंबर की जर्सी पहने हुए इस समय कुल योग 25, 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर, और 3 ओवर की गेंदबाजी कर चुके हैं। पहली गेंद और इस बार लिया गया स्टंप पर, हालांकि वाइड का इशारा होगा, जी हाँ, महराजुद्दीन का, और अतिरिक्त के साथ स्कोर बढ़ता हुआ 26 और संभवतः 3 सफलताएं उनके खाते में जा चुकी हैं। अगर बात करें इस गेंदबाज की, बहुत ही कमाल का लाजवाब गेंदबाजी प्रदर्शन। और कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स की अगर हम बात करें, एक अच्छी जो टीम आज जो उनके द्वारा खेल रही थी, लेकिन आज कुछ कर नहीं पाए। इस बार अगली गेंद मिडिल स्टंप पे सम्मानजनक रूप से रोका बगैर किसी रन के डॉक्टर सजाद, और उसके बाद उमर रशीद पे काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा इन परिस्थितियों में किस प्रकार से बल्लेबाजी करते हैं। एक साझेदारी की आवश्यकता, संयम, आत्मविश्वास, स्कोरबोर्ड को गतिशीलता देनी होगी, उसके चलते एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य तक पहुंच सकते हैं। ये गेंद वाले संपर्क खेला, उसको उस और खिलाड़ी है। 1 रन वहां पर दोनों बल्लेबाजों ने पूरा किया। निश्चित तौर पे 1 रन से संघर्ष करते हुए दूसरे रन के लिए जाना चाहते थे, और निश्चित तौर पे सटीक थ्रो स्टंप्स पे पड़ता तो खतरे में पड़ सकते, लेकिन ऐसा हुआ नहीं। 1 रन और खाते में जुड़ता हुआ, और 28 क्षमा कीजिएगा 5 विकेट के नुकसान पर आदिल काचरू आउट होकर पवेलियन लौट चुके हैं। आसिफ रसूल भी आउट होकर मैदान में जो मैदान से बाहर जा चुके हैं। इसकी चर्चा जरा देर बाद। अच्छी गेंद एक बार फिर ऑफ स्टंप पर, और कमाल का प्रदर्शन मुनावर। देखिए जिस प्रकार से निश्चित तौर पर दबाव की जो स्थिति बनी हुई है इस समय बल्लेबाजों पर, अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ की, तो गेंदबाजी इस समय कमाल की, और फील्ड अनुशासित गेंदबाजी मुझे लगता है कहीं ना कहीं अच्छा कहा जा सकता है शारजा वॉरियर्स के दृष्टिकोण से।
Well, literally they have their tails up at the moment. They're on cloud 9 the way they're bowling. It's 27 for the loss of 5. But these two batters out in the middle, they need to bat out of the skins. Next one in the air, but over Harun Khan on that occasion, ball eludes him and goes down towards the wideish mid-off. Both the batters will fetch a brace. With that brace, score moves on to 29 for the loss of 5 as we are in over number 8 of the match. Can you believe 29 in over number 8? The team will love to go downtown and they stand. They're down and out. The 29 for 5. On strike is Sharjha Hussain. Here goes Adil to Sharjha Hussain and again blocks that back to the ball for no run. It's a dot ball to end the 8th. It's 29 for the loss of 5 wickets. Sharjha Hussain and Umar out in the middle. Adil Zuhur has picked up 3 wickets, chipped in with 3. And this is the man highlight so far in innings of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith for his side. Sharjha Warriors, he bowled in the right areas and denied any freebie. Castled the 3 of the batters up front and denying any chance to Kashmir Strikers Sozeith up front in this great game of cricket. A great contest here at ACG Andergam, but unfortunately Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they're falling like pack of cards, losing their wickets in a bit of a cluster here at the Sunday. They're 29 for 5 after 8 overs. Nazir, 29 for the loss of 5. Still a long way to go in this all important cricket match, and if they can put their hats down and stitch up ownership, I still believe that they're in with a chance in this great game of cricket.
देखिए मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं क्योंकि क्रिकेट महान अनिश्चितताओं का खेल है. आखिरी गेंद तक अब कुछ कह नहीं सकते और इन परिस्थिति में अगर एक साझेदारी पनपती है डॉक्टर सजाद और उमर रशीद द्वारा, तो मैं समझता हूं कहीं ना कहीं एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य तक पहुंच सकते हैं. हालांकि अभी भी 12 ओवर का ना बाकी है. बड़ा मुकाबला इस समय बीच मैदान में. अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स के प्लेइंग 11 की, आदिल काचरू इस मुकाबले में खेल रहे थे, आसिफ रसूल, डॉक्टर सजाद, इसकी चर्चा जरा देर बाद. नई ओवर की शुरुआत, पहली गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर अच्छी गेंद, हालांकि खेला जरूर तिरछे बल्ले से. उस ओवर खिलाड़ी है उन्होंने गेंद को फील्ड किया, रन बनने की किसी भी संभावना को समाप्त किया. 8.1 के बाद 29 कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ टॉस जीतकर निर्णायक फाइनल मुकाबले में. रहमान टी20 वर्ष 2022 का ये अंतिम और निर्णायक क्रिकेट का महासंग्राम बीच मैदान में. लेकिन इस समय पूरी तरह से कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स की टीम जो है दबाव तले दबी हुई है. आदिल काचरू, आसिफ रसूल, डॉक्टर सज्जाद, साकिब नजीर, उमर तराल, उजैर शब्बीर क्षमा कीजिएगा, और उसके बाद वसीम बबलू भी खेल रहे हैं इस मुकाबले में. इरफान फयाज, उमर रशीद और सज्जाद अगले गेंद जोरदार अपील, हालांकि लेग स्टंप को छोड़ती हुई और अंपायर पर कोई प्रभाव नहीं. एडवोकेट हिलाल और महराजुद्दीन, अच्छा खासा अनुभव है उनके पास. लेग बाई का इशारा, 1 रन और खाते में जोड़ता हुआ और 31 पे जा पहुंचा 9वें ओवर में 5 विकेट के नुकसान पे.
31 for the loss of 5. We are in over number 9 of the match. Sajjad bowling to Sharjha Hussain out in the middle. Sharjha Hussain, lot of responsibilities laid on his shoulders. He need to anchor the innings from here on. He need to soak in that pressure. He need to adjust and adapt under certain circumstances when his team need him badly out in the middle. And if they manage to bat out their allotted 20 overs, I still believe they can pile up in excess of 150 from here on. And do you agree with me, Doctor?
Well, definitely, Munawar, the trick lies in batting out the remaining overs with something around 6 runs in over, 7 runs in over for up to over number 18, and then go all guns blazing, because right now is the stage to nudge it around, and these two batsmen are doing it beautifully. They're realizing that there's a slower man in the form of Harun at short extra cover, and these two batsmen pouncing on the opportunity. Umar making an early call, and Dr. Sajjad stalling those 22 yards for a single. One more run added to the total. Well, Munawar, as you already mentioned, the trick lies in batting out these remaining overs, and that is going to be the trick and the key for this side, the oxygen, the bread and butter, if they want to get around 130, 135 runs. And mind you, finals, these are tricky games, these are not normal games. You have to take care of a lot of things when it comes to chasing down totals. Bowler Umar onto the Sajjad onto the pad right now. Right this time he was looking for an outswinger, not quite helping. The ball going with the arm and into the hands of the wicketkeeper down the leg side. Wide run added to the total. Dr. Sajjad will have a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Mind you, he has those big shots, but the situation is not allowing him to go for them. And here comes the bowler Sajjad to Sajjad from far end. He has punched that one towards point. 1 run added to the total. Dr. Sajjad is batting quite sensible out there, and this is exactly what the doctor ordered for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. They must have been smiling when they went there before the game, winning the toss. In fact, winning two tosses, a toss for call and a toss for the game. They won both the tosses. The luck was, it was in their hands to prove, but unfortunately they have been beautiful delivery, hitting him on the pad. That was shortish in length, not quite bouncing the way it should have. Maybe a cross seamer and a leg by towards third man. One more run added to the total. I think Adil Kachru would have been the happier of the two skippers that went back to the dugout at the time of the toss, and ever since it has all been the Sharjha Warriors story. Ever since that, they consumed only 21 runs in that power play, and they have managed to take 5 crucial wickets, including by the likes of great South power from South in the form of Adil Kachru and also the great Asif Rasool, brother of international cricketer Parvez Rasool. Right now it looks like all Sharjah's story here. Scorecard is being updated. It's 35 on the board. 9 overs have been completed. Raja Rashid has been introduced into the attack. He is a handy leg spinner, and now the batsmen of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they will be looking to pounce onto this opportunity. Well, playing spin is also a challenge when it comes to building again, because they throw you challenges. They want you to hit. That's a full delivery. That's beautifully traced a bullet, stuff from the batsman right into the side screen. That almost took out a spectator there. What a shot, big levers. Raja Rashid throwing in the challenge, and Umar Rashid was quite up to it. He threw his bat at it, full length delivery, and in no time that disappeared. One bounce into that long off fence, thuds into the side screen for a boundary. One more time, down the wicket he shimmies, but not quite getting the middle of the bat. Intentions quite clear from the batsman there. He's coming shimmying down the wicket, dancing down the track, not quite finding the middle. This could be risky, but who cares? This batsman doesn't care. He's seeing it as an opportunity to score. Let's see what Dr. Sajjad has to do to counter this spin attack from Raja Rashid from the com box end. There he goes. Raja, oh, that's a beautiful shot. Good use of the bottom hand. Fielder in pursuit. To no avail. 4 runs. Pace was doing well for Sharjha Warriors. Just when the spin comes on, 9 runs have come of 3. He is throwing them challenges, but the batsmen are right up to it. Umar Rashid earlier in the over. Dr. Sajjad now. Raja Rashid one more time in this over. 9 runs already of 3 balls. Intentions quite clear. They want to pounce out of this opportunity of scoring. How the gears changed, how the tables turned. There it comes down the wicket, up in there, tops and taken. That's what happens. Never let adrenaline take higher end of your upper motor neurons, and this is what happens. Adrenaline pumping in your blood, and that's what you do. You throw away a kill bait used by Fazim Lefty, the leg spinner in the form of Raja Rashid, who throws in a loopy leg spinner that was pitching on a length, and Dr. Sajjad, no compassion over nerves, comes dancing down, finding the thick outside edge, loops to backward a point. 6th wicket down. Munawar, that's what happens when you get when you get overexcited seeing a bait. And leg spinner has been used as a bait, but the bait has turned out to be a kill bait. They're right there.
Doctor, 9 of 3 balls. Then there were no need of that kind of a shot, and it's a bit agricultural approach. It was turning way outside off on that occasion, but throwing bat at it, and ball finds that outside edge and ballooning up in the air down to the point. The fielder does well, and Raja Rashid among the wickets. It's now 44 for 6. Now they are again in tatters. It is a worrisome situation out in the middle for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. But don't go anyway, don't fade away, come back. We can still say we have a game on here at the centre, because the 2 batters out in the middle both possess talent, and they can really showcase their talent, and they can really take them on from here on the way. First 3 balls yielded 9, but all of a sudden he got overcautious on that occasion, rightly mentioned by my colleague next to me, second next to me in the com box. But in the meantime, it is Raja Rashid picking up that wicket, and finally partnership is broken again, and it was the wicket of Sajjad Hussain, who walked up the field slowly and steadily, and it is 6th setback received by Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. And this broadcast is being brought to you by JKSportstime in collaboration with Arco Fan Station, Anthem Sports India, Fashion Fista, Real Estate Pampur, Shining Star Pampur, and MHM multi-fashion branded store, Agri Clan Magam, a slip in place. Captain persisting with that slip, that lone slip in place. Then there is a backward a point, cover point, bit straightish. Then short extra cover again, that width on offer, luring him into that short. But a batter on that occasion works it on to the onside, down towards the long on, will get a single. And Adil Zuhud does well on that occasion, just a single. And limits the scoring down to that poultry run. It's 45 for 6.
और ऐसे में हालांकि आजान का समय है और आजान के समय के बाद दोबारा आपके पास लौटेंगे। बने रहिए हमारे साथ, कहीं जाइएगा नहीं। एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला बीच मैदान में चलता, आजान के समय के बाद दोबारा आपकी सेवा में उपस्थित रहेंगे।
Oh, Kishan Singh. Wide ball.
Slam.
आजान के बाद स्वागत सभी व्यूअर्स का। और इस समय स्थिति 56 विकेट के नुकसान पर 11 ओवर पूरे हो चुके हैं। कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोजेथ की टीम हालांकि संकट की स्थिति में है। आखिरी 9 ओवर का खेल बचा है निर्धारित 20 ओवर के कोटे में और 57 कुल योग। अगर इस मुकाबले की बात करें तो आखिरी के इन 9 ओवर में कितने रन बटोरेंगे ये देखने वाली बात होगी। एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, हालांकि उजैर शबीर और उमर की जोड़ी बीच मैदान में कहीं ना कहीं एक खूबसूरत वातावरण, क्रिकेट के अनुकूल मुकाबला बड़ा। लेकिन अभी तक अगर इस मुकाबले की बात करें तो अभी तक गेंदबाजी हावी रही है, बल्लेबाजी पे मुनव्वर।
Absolutely, bowlers are dominating today. It's the bowlers. The highlights of the innings so far. Bowlers are really on cloud 9. They got their tails literally up, and it's 56 for the loss of 6. We are in over number 12 of the match, and it's going to be Raja Rashid to continue. Jersey number 1 will be bowling from Combox, and on strike is Uzair Shabir. Uzair. It is 57 for the loss of 6. Now that one outside off stump and cuts that one, but straight to sweeper of cover. Will get a single and is off the strike straight away. With that single score moves on to 58 for the loss of 6. We are in over number 12. Ball 1 yielded a single. Let's wait and watch what's going to come on. Ball number 2. There is a slip in place. Captain persisting with that lone slip. Bit wideish. Here goes Raja Rashid again. Oh, look at that one. Beauty on that occasion. And batsman beaten on that occasion. Beautiful delivery. Beaten. Scare him up. It's 57 for the loss of 6. Over number 12. We are in Raja Rashid continuing from this very end. Goes again. And on strike is Uzair Shabir. Goes and bowls. Oh! Will this be a catch? Will this be a catch? There goes wicket number 7. Can you believe? They are falling like pack of cards. It is autumn here at the centre for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. We are yet to make it to the autumn, but in the middle it's autumn for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. Doctor, USA on this situation and how you want to exhibit this kind of a situation out in the middle for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith.
Clearly I'm seeing lack of planning there by these two batsmen, and not every full length delivery is meant to be hit away for a 6. It's a kill bait by the leg spinner there. He's looping it in. He has that sharp turn going down towards off from leg, and batsman Umar Rashid, just when it looked like he is going to smack a few punches, he has managed to miss hit one towards Peel Red Point, who made no mistake and taking that catch early on. Like you said, it's autumn in the middle for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. We are yet to hit that season, but we are already seeing the leaves fall. 58 on the board, 7 wickets down, and it has come down to the tail now. The tail-enders will be batting from here, and it will be nothing less than a miracle if this team gets to 100 from here. 58 for 7, and you have to come out with a better plan in the finals. You were 3 down for 5. Your next man comes in, he nudges one towards cover, and he starts running like a blind man. He almost gets himself run out, and after that you settle in, and after that a leg spinner throws in you a few loops. You hit a few for 4, and after that you lose composure over your nerves and manage to loop a few in the air as well. And this is lack of presence of mind, lack of patience, but at the same time nerves of steel from Sharjha Warriors, sticking to the plan of getting wickets, and that's what they are doing. They are hunting in packs right now, consistently bowling in that line, looping it up. The leg spinner is not minding getting hit. He means business, and that's what he's doing. Umar Rashid was smacking a few punches. He even managed a kitchen sink towards mid-wicket earlier in the over of Fazim Lefty. But now it looks like Sharjha Warriors all over the place right now. They are in a hurdle. They are drinking their electrolytes and pumping and booming in confidence right now as Kashmir Strikers Sozeith are almost 90% in that grave of 58 for 7 wickets down. Tail-enders. There used to be a time when batters like Bradley and Kasparov, they used to save the sinking ships of Aussies on English soil back in 2005. We saw a blinder of an Ashes Then after that, recently we saw Naseem Shah's 5 runs of 72 balls. These tail-enders, they have got that capability of batting, but it depends on how far and how good you apply yourselves. Clear lack of patience, lack of game planning. If the leg spinner is throwing it after you, not necessarily you throw a kitchen sink at it. And now it will be a challenge. 58 for 7. Let us see if this team can get to something around 100 from here. Earlier we were talking about 130 a while ago. It has come down to 100 again. Here comes the ball. Beautiful bowling by Raja Rashid. This is a wily fox, and batsman was quite patient in letting it go, because had there been some other batsman, he would have thrown a kitchen sink at it already. And only the time can tell if this partnership will prove handy. Here comes the bowler, leg side, and has he dislodged his stumps? Has he dislodged his stumps? It looks like the wicketkeeper's gloves has done it. I saw the bails fall in the background, and I was absolutely horrified that has the 8-man gone down in a fashion like you would have hated. I saw the bails go down, and it is the wicketkeeper that has done it, and almost throwing all of us into a dilemma that the batsman has stepped onto the stump. It's Umar Tral, who will be taking strike. This tall man, he has got shades of a tall tail-ender in him. If he has a temperament of a batsman, only the time can tell. This time a quicker length delivery out of the pads, all the time in the world to play a hip glance, and that one trickles into the fence for 4. Handy boundary. This is the last thing Raja Rashid would have wanted from this over. He was bowling quite well, throwing it up, looping it up, but this time around drifting out of the pads. Easy pickings for the batsman into the final leg fence for a boundary. 62 for the loss of 7 at the end of 12, and they are scoring at a pace of 5 runs, 5 point something in an over, but run rate would not have been the issue for these guys. They had big levers, they had big men, but they all batted at wrong situations. You would not want someone like Dr. Sajjad to bat for you at 30 for 6. You would want him to bat for you at 130 for 6. 100 runs deficit there. But only the time can tell you the tale if these two men can take the sinking ship sailing somewhere towards the shores of 100, 110, so that they can at least give their bowlers a chance. And it looks like the bowlers have to do all the job here. They will have to do batting as well from here. 8 overs is up. It's almost 2/3 of a T20 game, and lot would depend on these two. Uzair Rashid will have to bat dominating, and at the same time Umar from Tral will have a lot of responsibility on his shoulders. Looks like Rizwan Hassan has been introduced into the attack. Another handy medium pacer. And Fazim Lefty's last over was not quite handy. He was bowling short and wide. He got picked for a few runs in that over as well, and that's the last thing you would want to do. The same mistake Babar Azam did in Sri Lanka game. Sri Lanka was down and out, 60 for 5, and then you do not have to think about last 2 overs. You have to bring your main guys on, punch down the team that's already down. Don't let them get up. The Aussie approach, as they call it, and that's what they are known for. If you see a team struggling, and make sure you break the bones out of it. Here comes the bowler. Good delivery. He has got a good action. He's quick through the air, pitching on a line and going towards that 4th stump. 1 run results. Uzair getting to the non-strikers, and 1 more run added to the total. 63 on the board, 7 wickets down. Those of you who would have switched to JKSportstime right now would be in a shocking surprise that a team as strong as Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they are 63 for 7. Mind you, this Sharjha Warriors side, they came into this final beating Todo Rangers, and they got them out on a paltry 80 runs. Here goes the bowler far from us. Full length delivery outside. Also look at the bounce he's generating out of that. He has got that quick arm, using a lot of shoulder, and the pitch, the compactness of this wicket helping him in that carry. Horrid start of dreams, I would say, Nazir bhai, and there will be only one man happy and smiling underneath his lips. That's Fazim Lefty, the skipper of Sharjha Warriors.
बिल्कुल मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं, क्योंकि इस समय कड़ी परीक्षा दोनों बल्लेबाजों की। हालांकि उजैर शब्बीर और उमर तराल की जोड़ी बीच मैदान में, और आखिरी 2 बल्लेबाज जो आने बाकी हैं, इरफान समझते सजाद डार और जाहिद निसार, ये 2 बल्लेबाज बचे हैं जो कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ के नाबाद हैं। और अगर इन परिस्थितियों की बात करें तो एक संघर्षपूर्ण मुकाबला, और अभी तक जो गेंदबाजी हुई है कमाल की, नापी तुली और कसी हुई गेंदबाजी, जिसके चलते मात्र स्कोर बोर्ड पे 63 रन 7 विकेट के नुकसान पर 13वां ओवर प्रगति पर रिजवान हसन के हाथ में है गेंद और निश्चित तौर पे इन परिस्थितियों में क्या लाजवाब कमाल की गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन, पूरी तरह से अस्त व्यस्त करके रखा है बल्लेबाजी को और लाजवाब निश्चित तौर पे जितनी भी प्रशंसा की जाए गेंदबाजों की और कहीं ना कहीं कप्तान को भी कुछ श्रेय जरूर जाता है जिस प्रकार से छोटे छोटे स्पेल्स में अपने गेंदबाजों को आजमाया और पूरी तरह से अपने कप्तान के विश्वास पे खड़े उतरते गेंदबाजों ने आप निश्चित तौर पे दिखाया कि इस बड़े मुकाबले में आप भी दमखम रखते हैं इस टीम के विरुद्ध गेंदबाजी करने को।
Absolutely right. It is 63 for the loss of 7. We are in over number 13 of the match. Rizwan Hassan is operating. On strike is Uzair Shabir. It is Umar Tral on strike, and Umar can go for that full Monty, but Uzair Shabir possesses a lot of talent. He got tons of experience under his belt and he can take his side to some sort of respectability from here on. 63 for 7, next ball coming up. Goes and goes, way delivery, way outside the off stump, and umpire signals in it is a wide. It is 64 for 7 after 12.2 balls. It is Rizwan Hassan operating. He has sent down 2 deliveries so far and conceding just 2. One in the form of that extra run. We'll have to re-bowl that one and we'll have to reload. No slip in place at all. Third man is there. And here goes again. Bows to Umar Tal, and Umar Tal dabs that one in front of point. Wanted to escape for a quick single, but saw the fielder pouncing on the ball like predator on the prowl. Deciding against it. It's 64 for 7. We are in over number 13. We're halfway down into the 13 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men on the off and 3 on the on. 4 on the on, 5 on the off. And with this field, Rizwan Hassan is operating. He has conceded 2 runs so far in his first over. It's 64 for 7. Batting first, Sharjha, it is Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. They are struggling. And they need to do undoable from here on. They have to make sure that they're going to bat out of the skins. Look at that turn. The ball is flying to the ball is flying to all corners. And bowlers are teasing and annoying the batters out in the middle. And batters are unable to answer. And they're unable to understand what to do under certain circumstances. They're feeling the heat straight away. 64 for 7. And I think that Sharjha Warriors should try to wrap the tail up as early as possible. And in the meantime, Rizwan again goes and bows to Martal. It's a no ball. It's going to be a freight coming up. Advocate Hilal, the umpiring sensation in the valley, signal it's a no ball. We'll have to re-bowl that turn. And he's gonna walk back slowly and steadily to the top of his bowling mark. It's 65 for 7. And that freight, where that is going, let's find it out. Our next ball is 65 for 7. And this broadcast is brought to you by JKSportstime. And the broadcast is being sponsored by Arc of Fenestration, Anthem Sports India, Fashion Fiesta, Real Estate Pampur, Shining Star, and MHM Multi-Fashion branded store. In the meantime, Rizwan with the fade goes and bows to Martal, and Martal slaps that one. And that is a boundary. It's a welcome boundary after a long time. Martal sends that one and slaps that one. Over extra cover down to the boundary. In the air for a while and up the turf down to the boundary. It's 69 for 7 after 12.5 ball. Last ball coming up. Nazir 69 for 7. Still 3 wickets in hand. These two, they need to put their heads down, stitch up ownership, and they can really make a mark here.
बिल्कुल अंतिम जो इच्छा उनके पास बची होगी वो पूरे 20 ओवर खेलने की होगी और इसमें बाहरी किनारा और क्या खूबसूरत गेंद वहां पर घूमी, समझ नहीं पाए बल्लेबाज और गेंद सीधे विकेट के बरकत दस्ताने में और इस प्रकार से 8वें विकेट का पतन होता। 13 ओवर समाप्त, 69 पे 8। और डॉक्टर साहब जिस प्रकार से लगातार गेंदबाजी, हालांकि बात कर रहे थे, चर्चा चल रही थी कमेंट्री बॉक्स में कि अगर आप निश्चित तौर पर विकेट को सुरक्षित रखते हुए पूरे 20 ओवर खेलते हैं तो मैं समझता हूँ 120 से 110 के आसपास पहुंच सकते हैं। और दूसरी पारी में जब आपको इस बड़े मुकाबले में इस लक्ष्य को भेजना था तो कहीं ना कहीं आसान नहीं रहता, लेकिन जिस प्रकार से लगातार अंतराल के बाद विकेट्स गिरते चले जा रहे हैं और यहां पे साफ तौर पर दिखाई देता है जो मनोवैज्ञानिक दबाव की स्थिति है वो इस समय झलकती है बल्लेबाजों पर। अगर बात करें कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ की,
well, definitely there is a lot of pressure on the batting side right now, and mind you, this wasn't a dismissal of any awkward proportions. It was Rizwan who was sticking to that line. He was trying to hit that 4th, 5th stump line, and this time he succeeded in taking it away. He beat the bat on a few occasions in the past in this over, in ball number 2, 3, 4, and this is the result of his persistence. He has persisted with that line of teasing that 4th stump line, and the tail ender Umar Sal had to give in to that outswing hanging his bat out to an outswing, kissing his outside edge, and wicketkeeper had no problems. We were already, discussing it in the com box with two stalwarts, Nazir Bhai and Munawar Bhai, that, if you have to post something respectable, you will have to bat out these overs. But the story is turning out to be a bit of an anticlimax for Kashmir Strikers Sozeith. They are nowhere in this game. This game is all pouched right now. This half of game has gone to Sharjha Warriors thus far. And now they are throwing a bait again in the form of Raja Rashid, the leg spinner, who's bowling it loopy, pitching it outside the leg stump, and the turn taking it away towards top of the off. Batsman safely negotiating, and that's the advantage you have. He is bowling with such pride because he knows batsman has all the trouble in his mind going on right now. Whether I should stay, whether I should hit, what to do, how do I do to survive. Here he goes, a beautiful delivery. That's Precious speaking. He saw the batsman making a move towards the wide of off and following the batsman with his loopy leg spinner. And it's not easy to keep composure on your nerves when you're facing bowling like that. But at the same time, you will have to remind yourself, we have already given 2 wickets like that to the batsman outside off stump towards Harun, who does well. He is a customer of epic experience, and that's what he's showing there at the extra cover, short extra cover rather. In comes Raja Rashid, loopy leg spinner, full on length, and goes towards long on, where the experienced, young, energetic Adil Zuhur is fielding, and he picks it up on bounce, and no damage done, but 1 run has been scored. New man to walk out is looks like Uzair Shabir has walked out for Kashmir Strikers. He is a talented bowler as well, and what would depend on the bowling unit of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, how well they are going to defend what they are posted, and it doesn't look like a healthy situation for them right now. We have been putting emphasis on the word batting out the overs, and that's what exactly the trick is being missed. They are coming in, hitting a few and getting out. That's what has been happening ever since we have come here. It was a dream start early on for the Sharjha Warriors. Their bowling unit hunting in packs, as Nazir Bhai already said. Good combinations being used. We always talk about batting partnerships, but what we saw today was bowling partnerships being used, and this time he goes out of the back foot, plays towards deep extra cover, sweeper cover rather. 1 run results. 2 runs have been scored off this over so far, and marks end of another successful over. Despite being in the later half of this innings, they are sticking to a spinner, and that speaks about the confidence they have brought in to this contest of finals because of their bowling unit. They came in all guns blazing. They got the wickets early on. They sent back Asif Rasool packing, then they put a lot of pressure on Adil Kachru, who gave into a slow over. Then after that, the spinner was being brought on for a kill bait. He threw a few loops. He was being hit for runs, but then he has managed to pick 2 wickets as well. Rizwan has been continued. Why not so? He has that beautiful outswinger going on, and also he's generating a lot of bounce. Munawar, it looks like it's going to be an early end to a weekend. Munawar, does it look like an early end to a weekend, or will we have some twist in the tail from here?
I would definitely love to see something substantial from the down the other batters, and I'm in for that. And the entire viewership of JKSportstime, they want something substantial from the tail enders, but nowadays we don't see that sort of a tail coming in, because selectors use different kind of formula. They keep in their eyes that 3-dimensional aspect, and they select the team. 71 for 8 after 14. We are in over number 15. Rizwan Hassan for the first time goes away from us. That's a good shot, straight down towards the third man, steals that one belatedly, and it goes straight to the fielder, just a single of it. It's 72 for 8 after 14-point delivery. We're into the 15th over. The current run rate is 5.08 and projected score is 102. And if they carry on with the same pace, they can set that total on the board. They can pile up in near about 102, and that won't be enough. But I still believe that in a match like that, a match worthy of the final, it can be a tricky one. But at the moment they're 72 for 8. Next ball wanted to a dog in short, but the ball didn't rise. On that occasion, the bowler He expected that this might crank up a bit, but that wasn't the case. Batsman stands tall and keeps it out towards the short extra cover, bit sillier in position. Harun Khan the fielder, no run. It's 72 for 8. Ball number 3 coming up. Where this is going, let's find it out. Goes and bows. Ball at tremendous pace. Shot for caught behind. He's walking straight away. Wicket number 9 goes down. Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, they are 9 down at the score of 72. Can you believe a team making it to the grand finale, beating France Motors Narbal? It's like beating Australia in an event and then making it to the grand finale. A falling like pack, of course. Then a 9 down. Can you believe? Nazir, what's going on? Not only anticlimax, it is something, a kind of a nightmare. It's a nightmarish day for the batters out in the middle, unable to stuck to their plans and basics. They're losing that composure. They're unable to hold their nail, and falling like pack, of course. Every now and then, what comes our way, that's the fall of wicket. Every now and then, we are in for that sort of a moment out in the middle, that every ball is bringing a wicket, and every over is bringing a wicket. Sharjha Warriors way. They are now 72 for the loss of 9. Nazir, from here on, what do you think? They have to do that undoable work from here on, the way Bradshaw does alongside his colleague in 2008-9 in that Champions Trophy, and stealing that partnership of 109 and winning that Champions Trophy for their country. Can they do so? Let's find it out. But Nazir, what's your take on that? Do you agree with my statement? Can they be able to put their heads down and stitch a partnership like that?
मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं, लेकिन इन परिस्थितियों में हालांकि जिस प्रकार से आज कमाल की गेंदबाजी हुई है, निश्चित तौर पे जल्द से जल्द इस पारी को समेटना चाहेंगे। वहां पर गेंदबाजों की बात करें, शारजा वॉरियर्स की फिलहाल 72 पे 9, आखिरी जोड़ी बीच मैदान में। रिजवान की ये गेंद, अच्छी गेंद, क्या कमाल की गेंद, और निश्चित तौर पे कहना चाहिए क्रिकेट की भाषा में आवश्यकता के गलियारे में फेंकी पूरी तरह से। वहां पर एक रन पूरा किया जरूर बल्लेबाजों ने, लेकिन 1 रन और खाते में जुड़ता हो। और आज कमाल की गेंदबाजी, न सिर्फ दिशा और लंबाई में नियंत्रण, एक सटीक लाइन और लेंथ के साथ, उसके बाद फील्ड अनुशासित गेंदबाजी, एक जाल जो बुना था गेंदबाजों ने, लगातार उसमें फंसते गए वहां पर खिलाड़ी कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ के। 73 पे 9, ये पारी का संभवतः 15वां ओवर प्रगति पर है, और निश्चित तौर पे कमाल की गेंदबाजी और अच्छी अब तक का गेंदबाजी देखने को मिली। अच्छी गेंद ऑफ स्टंप पर अंतिम समय में उसको दिशा दे दी, गेंद जा रही है सीमा रेखा से बाहर 4 रनों के लिए। तो निश्चित तौर पर काफी लंबे समय के बाद इस प्रकार का स्ट्रोक देखने को मिला। आत्मविश्वास लौटा होगा जरूर उजैर शब्बीर का, और 4 रनों के साथ स्कोर आगे गतिशील होता 77 पे जा पहुंचा। 9 विकेट के नुकसान पे तेज वातावरण, अच्छा खासा तापमान क्रिकेट के अनुकूल, लेकिन बीच मैदान में इस समय संकट की स्थिति बनी हुई कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स सोज़ेथ के लिए। हालांकि आखिरी जोड़ी समय बीच मैदान में है, उजैर शब्बीर और उनके साथ दूसरे बल्लेबाज प्रयास जरूर कर रहे हैं। और जैसा कि हमारे इंग्लिश कमेंटेटर, हमारे सहयोगी कमेंटेटर डॉक्टर उमर और मुनव्वर ने भी ये बात स्पष्ट कर दी कि यहां से पूरे 20 ओवर यदि वो खेलते हैं तो एक सम्मानजनक लक्ष्य तक पहुंच सकते हैं, लेकिन दूसरी ओर गेंदबाजों की कोशिश होगी कि जल्द से जल्द इस पारी को समेटा जाए। ये गेंद, अच्छी गेंद, निकाला उसको, उस ओवर खिलाड़ी वहां पर रन बनने की किसी भी संभावना को समाप्त किया। संभवतः ओवर पूरा हुआ 15 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद 77 पे 9। ये अब तक का लेखा जोखा आखिरी 5 ओवर का खेल बचा है, और ऐसे में इन 5 ओवर में अगर आप अंत तक खेलते हैं, डॉक्टर साहब हमारे पास थोड़ा सा समय है इस मुकाबले पे बातचीत करने का। अगर कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर्स की बात करें, एक से बढ़कर एक दिग्गज खिलाड़ी, ऑलराउंडर उनके पास है, लेकिन जिस प्रकार से आज गेंदबाजी हुई है, टॉस हारने के बाद गेंदबाजी का प्रदर्शन करने को देखने को मिला। हालांकि बल्लेबाजी इस पारी के बाद करनी है, लेकिन अगर हम फिलहाल की बात करें, जिस प्रकार से आज गेंदबाजी और क्षेत्र रक्षण हुआ है, मैं समझता हूं निश्चित तौर पर कमाल का प्रदर्शन न सिर्फ गेंदबाजी में बल्कि क्षेत्र रक्षण में भी।
Well, definitely they have they won the power play, and they won it, one-sided win in the power play for Sharjha Warriors. And what has been their advantage is they did not let the momentum shift at any time in this contest, and that is what has happened. That's what is coming out of on the papers as well. 77, it's 9 wickets down on 77, and Kashmir Strikers Sozeith, as you said, it was a side that looked very strong on paper, but they have played like paper, and they have not played what was expected from them. A shot came from Uzair in the previous over. It's outside edge, and lucky there, just teasing the fielder, trickling towards the third man fence. Fielder was in pursuit for a while, but the ball has managed to win that race into the third man fence. Before I was saying early on that a shot was played by Uzair Shabir. He is a bowler, mind you, but he played a shot. A top order batsman should have played on this wicket, and that is what exactly is lacking. The role understanding wasn't there by the players of Kashmir Strikers, they gave into the pressure and they were punched down, but at the same time credit goes to this captaincy and the strategy that the Sharjha Warriors came into this game. They came with a mindset that I was talking to the captain at the toss, and he said that we were ready to ball first in any circumstance. That speaks about how much they are backing their strength of having a very good bowling lineup. It was a beautiful delivery again outside edge, and acrobatic move by the slip fielder there. He does well, almost carrying to him, and now it is Sajjad Dar who is on strike for jersey number 47, and one of the famous T20 all-rounders, Dwayne Bravo, dons that jersey. Would he be able to do a Dwayne Bravo like he does for CSK at times? Now second slip has been placed. This is good thinking, good captaincy, good aggression. Down the leg, onto the pad, has it? No, it has missed everything. That's a wide. When you get a slip in, you try to bowl outside off stump. You don't try to bowl outside leg stump. Bit of an anti-climax to what the field was set. But maybe he was trying to play a little trick with the mind of the batsman there. He was trying to make him think that I'm bowling at off stump and then throwing him an out of syllabus question by bowling him at his pads, but slightly outside. A wide signalled. Here comes the bowler one more time. Raja Rashid, full delivery. That's been beautifully played away. That's coming like a rocket towards the combo. 6 runs. As straight as an arrow. Straight into that side screen area. That almost took us out. That almost took all of us out. What a shot. It was a goblet of fire, that ball coming in towards us. 47, that was a shot Dwayne Bravo would have loved to watch. Beautiful strike. Raja Rashid throwing it up and batsman taking the challenge head on. This time onto the pads and turning away. Beautifully negotiated. That is called batting with brains, I would say. And earlier, every man that came that was hitting it well, he fell into the trap of hitting it again and again and giving into his adrenals. Looks like this man has a lot of material inside. There's a loopy delivery, full toss, and the kitchen sink was thrown, but nowhere near the middle of the bat. Ball goes down towards long on to Adil Zahoor, who makes a rocket of a return. One more run added to the total, which goes on to 89 for the loss of 9 wickets. This over was handy. 11 were scored off it, and 16 overs have been completed. Final 4 hours of this contest. Nazir bhai, 89 down, 89, 9 wickets down, 4 overs to face. Would there be something to cheer about, something to play with for the bowlers of Kashmir Strikers Sozeith? What are your opinions about it?
देखिए डॉक्टर साहब, अगर बात करें इस मुकाबले को लेकर के, हालांकि आखिरी 4 ओवर का खेल बचा है, तो ऐसे में कहीं ना कहीं मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं, क्योंकि अगर ये दोनों बल्लेबाज जिस प्रकार से सज्जाद डार और उनके साथ संभवतः आखिरी जो बल्लेबाज हैं उनके साथ जाहिद निसार संभवतः, और इन पे काफी कुछ निर्भर करेगा। अगर आप इस प्रकार के कुछ अतिरिक्त स्ट्रोक और खेल लेते हैं अंतिम 4 ओवर में और पूरे 20 ओवर खेलते हैं, तो मैं समझता हूं 120 का लक्ष्य जो होगा, और कहीं ना कहीं एक शानदार भिड़ंत, एक रोमांचक स्थिति, भले ही परिणाम कुछ भी हो, लेकिन क्रिकेट के समर्थक, दीवाने और प्रेमी चाहते हैं कि एक संघर्षपूर्ण, कांटे की टक्कर और रोमांचक स्थिति मुकाबले में बनी रहे, और शायद उस प्रकार से अगर आखिरी 4 ओवर खेल लेते हैं तो मैं समझता हूं 120 अवश्य होगा इस विकेट पे।
Well, the trick lies in playing those remaining overs, and now it's all up to these two men. That's struck him in the pad. Loud appeal. Umpire is not impressed. He's not interested in it. It looks like it was going down the leg early, and that is what has happened. Down the leg. Lucky break for the batsman there, and every bowler Sharjha Warriors is trying is coming to limelight. Shortish delivery and typical tail-ender style by the batsman there, going down the leg luckily, and it looks like they should be attacking with the short ball, because this man does not look comfortable against a short one. He hit a 6 earlier. Raja Rashid threw him an invite and he feasted on that delivery. He almost took us all out with the goblet of fire coming down towards us, straight into the combox. That shot thudded into the side screen area. In comes the bowler. Beautiful delivery. I told you he was batting like a tail-ender. No style there. And this innings has wrapped up on 89 all out. 91 will be required. 90 all out, I beg your pardon. And bit of a disappointment for the crowd. They were here for fireworks, but fireworks have happened. But from the opposite end, it is Sharjha Warriors that were throwing in thunderbolts earlier on, be it their opening bowling, and now near the death. 91 is what Sharjah Warriors will be chasing. We will join you shortly after the break. See you till then. Stay safe. Goodbye.
और इस प्रकार से यही समाचार यहाँ से है कि कश्मीर स्ट्राइकर सोजेट की टीम फाइनल मुकाबले में 90 रन पर आउट हो गई है। 91 रनों का विजयी लक्ष्य जैसे ही दूसरी पारी शुरू होगी हम आपकी सेवा में दोबारा उपस्थित रहेंगे। तब तक इस उम्मीद के साथ अपना खास ख्याल रखेगा। अल्लाह निगहबान।